Hey guys, what is going on? Happy Memorial Day. Sorry about that. Weekend, and obviously happy Monday as well. Anyway, we are looking ahead to today's slate for Memorial Day, which is like I said, May 27th. Anyway, haven't done a video in a couple days. Did not play premium yesterday for um, Sunday. So yeah, did not play, so didn't have any recap for you guys. We did play on Friday, and it was a close one for us, but we did pull it off. FanDuel came up just a little short. It was crazy high scores over there on FanDuel. I think 165 to 170 was the cash line. We had 144, so it was just really high scoring over there. And on DraftKings, it wasn't as high scoring. We barely cash, but still cash. We did win, so I will take that for sure. So yeah, so as you see there, FanDuel and DraftKings are both 6-2 each. So that's obviously a 12-4 record. So definitely not too bad. We'd love to have you guys come join us. $10 a week for FanDuel and $10 a week separately for DraftKings. To get in on it, check out our website check out our Twitter in the comment section below. Just hit us up on Twitter and we'll get you all set up. If for some reason it doesn't show up, sometimes the Twitter doesn't show up. Here's our Twitter right here at DFS Moneymakers 2. Just look for the logo and just like I said, message us and we'll get you all set up. And yeah, we'd love to have you guys come join us. Like I said, we're not doing too bad. 6-2 each in 8 days is a pretty good roll. So that is mostly it for that. We are looking ahead to the early slate on FanDuel, which is the main slate on DraftKings. There's only 4 games for made on FanDuel, so decided to focus on the early slate here today. So, yeah, for the most part, not too bad of matchups. We got a couple good pitchers and a lot of bad pitchers here for this early slate. So we got a lot of kind of have decent teams facing some really bad teams. We got bad teams facing bad teams. So, just looking at it, we got Scherzer, Cole, Luis Castillo, Matt Strom, Cole Hamill. Sabathia's not going to pitch. I don't think he's on the injured list. Jose Urena, Aaron Sanchez, Norris, Nova, Bailey, Kingman, and Gabriel Yona. I think that is how you say it. So I listed just a couple of my favorite guys. I will go over some of the other ones, so don't worry. I didn't mention some people. These are just the ones that I picked for my list, and some of them. Well, we got Houston on here. You'll see that in a second. That's just mostly for GPP. So anyway, we got pitchers. Just the two obvious guys here: Scherzer and Cole. Scherzer versus Miami, cash game play, very high ownership, at least 70 to 80, maybe 85% ownership here. 9 to 11 strikeouts here. May give up a run or two just like he normally does, but hopefully his strikeouts will help that, which they should. And like I said, he's the clear number one. We got Cole versus Chicago, a little harder matchup. But if you're not looking for the ownership, don't mind Cole. Little lower ownership, probably 45-50%. But still don't mind him. Kind of the same thing as Mad Max here. A little harder offense, as we know, but still should strike out 8 to 9. Not as much as Max Scherzer, but still not too bad. And, he'll give up the same thing about 1 to 2 runs. Hopefully both these guys will avoid the big inning because that does happen once in a while to these guys, and it drives up their pitch count, even though they do throw a ton of pitches. Besides that, not too much else going on. You can look at Luis Castillo. He should get the W in this one. Some of the models, for some reason, are liking Gabriel Yona. This is his first start of the season. He will be on the pitch count, so that's the only thing that sucks. Maybe if you're doing DraftKings, you can go that way. But like I said, the models liked him, which I don't really get. But yeah, like I said, it looks like Scherzer and Cole. Those are your two top dogs. I don't really care for any of these other guys. Most of these other guys are just not in the greatest spots here today. All right, let's go look over at the stacks. I did put, as you see here, number one stack, but these stacks are in no order, so don't think I like one stack more than the other. Anyway, we got Kansas City versus Nova. I do think this is one of the top stacks, and a lot of people haven't. Gordon, Mondesi, Whit Merrifield, and Dozier, I think, are some of the best spots there for Kansas City. You can also look at the Chicago side, but Homer Bailey's one of those guys that could either do half decent or suck really bad. So maybe you can put him on as your second GPP flyer pitcher on DraftKings if you think he'll do half decent, because he does have half decent games once in a while. So that is kind of what I am looking at. Sorry about that. That's my dog walking on my bed. So those are some of the dudes I'm looking at in that one. Um, so yeah, as we know, Nova not the greatest pitcher out there. So just definitely stack a couple Kansas City guys. I don't mind Houston versus Hamels here. Bregman, Brantley, Correa, and Gurriel. Like I said, not the greatest matchup, but I think they can get some runs here against them. I don't think a lot of ownership will be on Houston in this game. So that's why I don't mind putting a couple in there just because I think they could get a couple runs off Cole Hamels here. And yeah, I mean, their offense has been pretty good. So Hamels is, not a bad pitcher as we know, but I think they get maybe 3 or 4 runs off him, and maybe 1 or 2 of those are home runs. So that's my favorite kind of like one-off stack if that's the way you're going there at GPPs. Washington versus Urena here. Rendon, Soto, Eaton, and Adams. Another thing here, Urena, he's one of those pitchers. He's either good or he's really bad. Don't mind putting in a couple guys against him. There's the obvious stacks out there. Nick Kingman, Cincinnati, their offense is so up and down, but you can look at Winker if you want to. Kingman's just not doing good this year. So Nick Senzel, like I said, Winker you can look at, Suarez, Jose Iglesias, just a lot of guys that you can look at there if that's the way you're going. Don't mind a couple Tampa Bay guys; they definitely would be on my list if I did 4. I do like Tampa Bay against Sanchez. He has been sucking a lot recently, so don't mind a couple Tampa Bay bats with Meadows and Pham, and a couple of guys like that. Brandon Lau, don't mind him either if you want to go that way. So yeah, just one of those slates. Just like I said, do a little extra research and see what you guys are like. And personally, a lot of really good ways to go. Like I said, you can stack Washington and go a little cheap there with some Kansas City guys, a couple Cincinnati guys if you want to, and like I said, a couple Washington guys. Don't mind them against Miami. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So for the pitchers, that's it mostly though. Max Scherzer and Cole. You can look at Castillo, but I think for sure Scherzer should be your number 1 pitcher. So that is mostly it. Like I said, this is the early slate. Not going to do anything for the main slate since there's only 4 games. So, yeah, that is it. We'd love to have you guys come join us here for the extended holiday. $10 a week for FanDuel and $10 a week separately for DraftKings. Like I said, both of them are both 6-2 in the last 8 days. So we are doing, pretty good. So, like I said, if you are playing the lineups, please play double ups and 50-50s. You can add 1 or 2 tournaments in there, but I do recommend playing double ups and 50-50s, at least 75 to 80%. So, like I said, if you are playing my lineups. So that is it. Like I said, to get on it, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. Message us, and we'll get you all set up. All right, guys. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying your long weekend, and we'll see you guys a little